every day?
No, only on a Monday and Wednesday do I work till 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do Monday and Wednesday, and the guys just do 9 to 5.
It's alright for them, isn't it?
How are you doing on that? I love patience, but I haven't got enough patience to do it. It doesn't go to...
I just play it just to pass the time most of the time.
Right, I'm just going to undo your knot.
Yeah. And then you see how much hair is underneath. But you'll rethink your choices.
So what do you actually want me to do? Because I only saw your hair briefly the other day.
I would like my undercut cutting in.
Yep.
A decent trim.
Yep.
And thinning out. And then my fringe cut back in if possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long has it been since your last hair trim? Proper hair trim?
6 months.
6 months?
Probably,
wow.
yeah.
Your hair, even though you've got it up to the occipital bone as an undercut, your hair is still very thick.
Yeah. That's why I get an undercut in it, because it's so thick, it gets so heavy.
Yeah.
And I just overheat.
I'm not surprised. Your hair is super thick.
Yeah.
At least it keeps you warm in the winter.
Still a little bit too warm to be honest, but yeah. Yeah, so mainly the weight cutting out, but
yeah,
a bit of the length would be.
So your ends are a little bit fried.
Yeah.
So I will take them up a little bit.
Yeah. Go as short as you need to go for it to be healthy.
You should never say that to a hairdresser. Because we could say, oh yeah, well it needs that much cutting off, and then it's like, oh, I didn't want that much off.
No, I know it needs a good cut. I'm not silly to the fact. It's been a long time, so.
So did you have your hair coloured the last time you had it trimmed?
Oh no, I had that done probably 18 months ago.
Wow, it's right down to your neck now.
Yeah.
So this bit, if I lift that up, that's where your colour is. So when I do that, it comes to here.
Wow.
And what number do you want your undercut to be?
Well, last time I actually had a skin fade on
Okay.
it. And that was all right. I think it was just slightly too short. So.
About a half or
yeah,
one?
a half.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just going to show the camera the back. So it looks like this. And then we're going to trim it all up as well.
Yeah.
I swear someone's smoking Wacky Becky outside.
Probably are.
Was you working over the weekend?
No, I'm lucky I don't work weekends. I do Monday to Friday, so.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I used to work in a call centre, so I used to do all sorts of shifts. And then when I had Dylan, I thought I need a new job.
Yeah.
And then because COVID hit, I sort of stuck out with the contact centre for a little while.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I found this job, I went for it. So I've actually been doing this just over a year.
All right. That's not bad then.
No, and it's made a massive impact on like our life and stuff.
Yeah. A positive impact.
Yeah. Just being able to do stuff with Dylan in the evening or at weekends, and
Yeah.
knowing I ain't got to think, oh, well, I might work that weekend or.
How is he today?
Fine.
Yeah?
Yeah. I told him I'd come here.
Because we done Dylan a video, didn't we?
Yeah.
So when I put Dylan up, I haven't posted his one yet. So what I do is I'll put Dylan's up and then I'll put Dylan's mum.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's fine.
I can't believe all that just fell out. I just don't want it to go too tight for you because
Oh, go tight, it's fine.
because
I'm
I
used
go
to
really
it.
tight on myself and it's like, oh that hurts. Oh that really does hurt.
No, I'm used to it, so don't worry.
So I do it so tight and then I put pins and you can
Yeah.
actually hear like, my hair ripping as I'm putting it through. And like my husband's going, why are you putting them faces? He's like, it hurts. I'm like, well don't do it then. It's like, I need it to stay in all day.
If my hair isn't tight enough, I take it all out and start again. Because
That's
it's
what
so heavy, it's
Yeah.
just, if it's not tight enough, it's just going to drop out.
So I need my hair to stay in all day without moving.
Yeah.
I have pinned my hair up with a chopstick once before,
Yeah.
but it was so tight that I didn't realise it was that tight and it was actually lifting my scalp. So I'm always worried that it's going to fall out.
Yeah, I get headaches with how tight mine's been.
Yeah, I do. And the thing is, I suffer with migraines as well.
Yeah.
So it's like I've got to take my hair out. So if you ever see me with my hair, that's because I've got a headache.
Oh, no.
Right, so I've just done your undercut, so I'm just going to show on here. So that's the undercut.
Feels cool already.
Does that feel better?
Yeah.
Right, so I have left a little bit because instead of going into a triangle like this, they've gone up and then up again. So I've just brought it down so the little bit there is going to grow back in.
Yeah.
There's no one there. See, I told you there was no one there. There's no one there. You don't need to bark at nothing. Oh, she had a bad dream last night. 3 o'clock this morning. She's like dancing in the bed, and then all of a sudden she like stands up and like real go for it. You know, like when they're terrified about.
Yeah.
She was doing one of them, so all the other 3 dogs started barking and aggressively barking.
Yeah.
And like she was really confused was walking around. Oh, look, when there's nothing there. Oh, raise that bloody bird again. She must hear that bird.
She's like, but Mum, there is something there.
Yeah, there is,
something.
there is.
I can hear something.
There's a magpie that keeps on winding her up. So it's got to be that. Stupid thing. Why are you just looking at herself in the door? I didn't realise how long your undercut was.
Oh, it's
It was
ridiculous.
really long.
Yeah.
So if I take off 2 inches,
Yeah.
which is that,
Yeah.
you're happy with that, yeah? It's very bitty. That's the only reason why I'm saying 2 inches.
Yeah.
Have you got anything planned for the weekend?
Yeah, we're Going away this weekend, actually. Going to Tom's sister's for the weekend. She's not there. We're going to Catsit.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. But she lives just on the outskirts of London, so we can have a couple of day trips. while we're
Yeah,
there.
it's away from Peterborough.
Yeah, exactly.
When we had our caravan, we would go and stay at Deep into Caravan Park.
Yeah,
It just felt like we was in the middle of nowhere
yeah.
when we was like 10 miles outside of Peterborough.
Yeah, they're going away to Corfu for the week. Tom's parents got a house out there.
Oh, right.
We went last year and we've decided to give it a miss this year. God knows why. Should have gone really, but
Can't you go later on?
Dylan starts school in September, so I don't really want to take him out of school. And when it's not term time, it's just too expensive
Yeah.
to go, to be honest. So,
Well, just for the flights as well.
yeah, just even the flights on their own are expensive. We looked at August to go away. We used to go away before we had Dylan in August.
Yeah.
And the difference between August and when they were at school was something like £400 or £500.
Mhm.
It's just no point in it really.
Well, we got married at the beginning of July. So it was the 10th of July we got married. Because we got married on the 17th, which was the following Saturday,
Yeah,
the prices for our honeymoon went up by £1,000.
crazy, isn't it?
I'm talking about 30 years ago as well.
Yeah,
It went up by £1,000. So we stayed at my auntie's chalet in, oh my god, where was that? The Isle of Sheppey.
yeah.
And we stayed there for a week, and then we stayed for a week with my granddad in London. I don't think we could have had a better honeymoon than spending it time with family.
That's nice.
And all the way up until my granddad died, he would always go, "You stayed with me on your honeymoon."
Aww.
So he remembered it.
Deep hair repair starts with new LV Bond Repair Pre-Shampoo, our most concentrated treatment, leaves building in a broken bond. The full routine reduces breakage without a premium price tag. Hair is instantly transformed. New LV Bond Repair by L'Oreal Paris. You're worth it.
Did you do anything exciting this weekend, even though it was raining?
No, on Friday we had a work day out, so we went to Cambridge and did a scavenger hunt, which was interesting when it was absolutely chucking it down.
I bet.
I had a great time though. And then we were meant to go punting and have afternoon tea on the punts, but because it was just too wet, we decided to have a pub lunch instead. And then we got the afternoon tea and took it on the train on the way home.
Why not?
It was quite a good day actually. More for that sort of thing, so like scavenger hunts, escape rooms, anything that gets you thinking.
I go in complete meltdown because I can't think. If I'm stuck, I've got claustrophobia.
Yeah,
So if I'm shut in a room and I can't get out,
yeah.
I just have a full-on panic attack.
Oh bless you. It's not nice.
No. But when I have a panic attack, it brings on an asthma attack.
Oh my god.
So yeah, it's not the best thing.
Did you have a nice weekend?
Yep, I've done bulky waste, some part of Bretton Parish Council.
Yeah.
So we put on a bulky waste once a month, so everyone can bring their bulky goods and just take it there free of charge.
Well, that's good.
And so I help man that once a month. And someone brought a garden shredder. You know, we could do that. And I said, "Oh, what's wrong with it?" I said, "It looks brand new." He was like, "Oh, it's knackered." I'm like, "Okay," but it looked brand new. So when they done it, I said, "Are you serious? You want to throw it away?" And he was like, "Yeah." I said, "Do you mind if I take it?" He was like, "No, it's going." Put it in my car, took it home, unjammed it, and it works fine.
Nice, bonus.
Yeah. It works absolutely brilliantly.
Sometimes people just want to get rid of stuff, don't they?
I mean, yeah. On Saturday I've done 2 sites, so I've done Help Weights and I've done the Pyramid.
Yeah.
And literally people were bringing what looked like brand new sofas and they're just putting them in the bin lorry and they're getting crushed.
Such a shame, and there's people out
It's
there
like-
that
yeah.
probably could do with that. But usually when people have done that, when people are putting them in the waste or something, they put them on Facebook or something for someone to have.
Well, I said to
but-
because I've got a group on Facebook that is Breton 24-hour gifting.
Yeah.
So a gifting site for 24 hours in Breton. And it was like, have you tried to put it on the gifting site? No, can't be asked. Don't want people coming around my house. But you can gift that to someone who is moving into their own place. They'll be able to have that. It's like, nah, I'd rather throw it away. It just doesn't make sense that
Crazy.
everything is like a throwaway society again.
My mum always says she remembers like when you used to get pop in glass bottles and take your glass bottles back to recycle and you'd get 10p per bottle or something.
Yep.
Bring
Yeah,
that
I remember
back.
that.
Bring that back.
I remember that we used to get the Corona Man at Christmas.
Yeah.
You used to get a crate of Corona and you could have as many bottles as you like and you had to put the lid back on the bottle and put it back in the crate and then you would get, so say like it cost you £5 to have this crate and they were 2 litre bottles a pop.
Yeah.
So if you bought a whole crate it was something like £15-20. But if you put everything back you'd get it for 10 quid.
Well,
Yeah, it was amazing. And you always had the Corona Man going round and people used to go, oh, did you have a lot of pop? And it was like, no, we had council pop. And it was like,
Yeah.
what's that? It's like water. We'd only have Corona at Christmas. As when I was growing up, we never had any of this fizzy pop,
no.
only at Christmas. And it would come like the 20th of December, and then the crate would be picked up on the 5th of January. I think it was the same size as a milk crate, so probably like 10 bottles in there. We used to love it because we used to get soda, cream soda,
Yeah.
and then have ice cream floats.
Yep.
And you say that to the kids now, do you want ice cream floats? What's that? It's like, well, ice cream is cream soda. Oh no, that sounds disgusting.
Yeah, try it. It's
Yeah.
lovely.
Or if you haven't got enough ice cream to do a pudding, get digestive biscuits and put a scoop of ice cream in between digestive biscuits.
Ice cream sandwich.
Yep, nice ice cream sandwich. But my mum remembers that if she had 2 jam jars, like Robinson jam jars, she could take that to the cinema and go and watch a film at the cinema.
Really?
Yeah, with 2 jam jars.
Oh my god. So it's things like that that will get people recycling and reusing stuff again.
Yeah, definitely.
Give people an incentive and it will happen.
I think it's Finland. I'm sure it's Finland, where you can actually take bottles, plastic bottles, back to a bottle bank,
Yeah.
and the amount that you bring back, you can get like $30, $40, and $50 for it.
Yeah.
I'm saying dollars, but I don't know what money Finland has. What can you think of your childhood that you don't do anymore?
Go out and play. Kids don't do that anymore.
No.
We used to come back when the street lights went on.
Yep, definitely.
Or Dad would whistle, and that would be how we knew to go back before phones. It's weird for me because I'm in that age where when I was about 10 or 11, mobile phones started becoming like a thing that kids could have.
All right.
So I sort of had the pre-technology and the post-technology all in
Right.
one go. It was, yeah, but I remember, main things are going outside to play, rarely being on a computer game, although we could. It just weren't the thing to do then.
No.
I mean, it's not safe now, or probably not the right word. It's more known for it to be unsafe now.
Yeah. For kids to play outside.
Yeah.
So when I was growing up, it was there used to be a group of us between 6 and 15 of us,
Yeah.
and I was always the youngest, so I'd go out with all of them.
Yeah.
We lived in London at the time, so we lived in Thornton Heath, and then we would go from Thornton Heath over to Elephant and Castle, Sydenham, go to London Zoo,
Yeah.
and it's just us as a group of kids. We just get on the bus. One of the parents would pack up, like do the sandwiches. Someone else would do the apples, or we would scrump the apples on the way round.
Yeah.
I had lovely neighbours, Mr. and Mrs. Windsor, and they had like a mini apple orchard in their back garden. They said, "Oh, Lisa, the apples are falling. You've got to come and scrump them." But remember, we're not allowed to be here, so we used to climb over their fence and go and get it. And then, like, Mr. Windsor would come outside and he'd go, "Just making sure you're not falling down." It's like, "You can't know that we're here." It's like, "Oh no, you're not here, are you?" He was a lovely old gentleman. But we moved to Peterborough. We never had the Corona Man again. We never had him in London.
Very strange.
Have you always lived in Peterborough?
Yeah. Yeah. Always been in Gunthorpe as well.
Have you?
Yeah.
Well, we moved from London straight into Brighton. I moved out of Brighton for about a year and a half, and I was straight back in. Didn't like it outside Brighton.
It's what you're used to though, isn't it?
Yeah. I always wanted to live in the village, like over in Warrington.
Yeah.
When we tried to buy our first house, it was like we could not afford to come over here.
Yeah, it's expensive, isn't it?
Right, how much do you want off of your Fringe?
Quite a bit, because actually I wouldn't mind it going straight again.
Okay, so do you want it to like
Sit probably.
just below your eyebrows?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you don't want it as a side fringe, no?
Right. I do that when it gets too long.
Oh, okay. Just going to see how high it bounces up.
That's fine.
Did you remember having afternoon TV? Or do you remember having TV all day?
All day. All day long.
Yeah, well, I only remember having it afternoons.
Yeah, no, we had it all day. And I remember it going from like one cartoon channel to like 15. But yeah, we definitely had it all day.
So was you born in 2000?
No, I was born in 91.
91.
Yeah.
That's arranging my wedding then. Makes me feel old.
I don't, like, I work in insurance and I see people getting insured that were born in like 2005 and I just think, what?
Seriously?
You're too young to drive, how can you drive?
I had a gent in earlier. He got, he's been driving about 25 years.
Yeah,
Right. He's gone with Hastings,
yeah,
but they've made him have a black box.
yeah. Yeah,
And it was like, why have you gone for a black box?
you couldn't pay me to have a black box.
No, and it was like, he goes, if you brake, you know, like when you're coming down and you're braking to go into a junction.
Yeah, they
So-
score you on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, black box insurance is the bane of my life.
Does it take you long to prepare to roll? Natural
It was like, with a black box, it was still like £580 for a year.
Yeah,
Try out
That is ridiculous.
yeah,
I said to him, I'm only paying £380 for mine. He's like, what? He said it's a brand new car, brand new car, and you had to have a black box.
we've probably gone on the comparison sites, but it makes you wonder. Thing is, you don't know about the driving history and stuff, do you? So,
No, I did say to him, how many accidents that you've had that is your fault? He goes, 2. So I've had 1, and that wasn't actually my fault.
yeah,
Trying to stop having an accident by having an accident. So it's just below your eyebrows.
yeah,
And then if you want to wear it to the side, they'll easily go over like that.
yeah. Long time since I've had a fringe.
I could not have a fringe.
I like my fringe.
I hide behind my fringe. It's like I'm having a bad day, hold it down and just
Yeah.
massage your fringe.
Yeah. Yeah. I like it.
You like it?
Yeah. Too late now if I don't, isn't it?
You can always pin it up if you don't like it.
Yeah, whip is my go-to when it starts getting to that annoying length and I can't do anything with it.
Right, are you sure you want me to thin it out, yeah?
Yes, as much as possible, please.
Okay, no problem.
Definitely. Best part of the haircut.
I'm not going mad, I promise you.
Right. I'm trusting the process.
Yeah, trust the process.
The Open returns to Liverpool where defending champion Cameron Smith leads a strong field of contenders. Starting Thursday, live on Sky Sports.
Your phone's about to die.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Let me just go and get the charger. Yours going up as well.
Yeah.